Hello, young spark bronies, once again for the second time in less than 24 hours. It,
Huzzah!
it's your boy, Polka Boss Pony,
And your man, the DJ Harmonic Inferno.
flying through the interwebs right at your pretty little faces with, I think, some pretty freaking awesome news. So, I'm gonna let Mr. DJ Inferno himself take over this conversation because he's the guy who got in, got his feet in the door, and kind of put this whole thing together. This is his baby, his mind child.
Oh,
So,
I'm blushing.
so take it away, DJ Inferno. Let these people know this exciting news.
Are you having fun over there? All right. Well, basically, the plan, as of right now, nothing is like confirmed. But as of right now, I have sent in an application to BronyCon to host a more or less a Young Sparks, either Young Sparks, based cast on arts activism and just music basics, or either or of the topics, depending on how they want to take it, or like I said, both. I'm hoping to do both. But basically, what we're doing is we're doing a panel. I've applied for a panel consisting of Pokeboss and myself, kind of talking about Young Spark as we do the lectures on music and arts activism. And also, I've applied to go on the table with Daniel Ingram and some other music cast. I don't know who exactly is confirmed yet or not, but I do know that Daniel Ingram is supposed to be there. And right now, I'm on the table as a possibility for being on that roundtable discussion for that too. Like I said, nothing's confirmed as of now, but I've been hearing rumors that the people who have been getting rejection letters have been going out all week, and I haven't gotten one yet. And also, I've been hearing that I'm supposed to be getting a call back on Friday, which is their deadline. So hopefully, that's a good sign. I was like, this would be really nice if this does happen. Like, because like Pokeboss said, this is kind of our brainchild, and getting actually going from being in the fan base for 5 6 months and then automatically jumping all the way up to BronyCon. It's a pretty big jump. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, definitely. And I think it just kind of goes to show, how awesome this community can be if you just ask it of a little bit of stuff. Like, we just told you guys, look, art is awesome. Make or find art and give it to us, and we'll show the world. And, you
It
know,
seems to be working.
yeah, like there's a possibility of us being at BronyCon and being on one of the featured panels. And like I said, I just got to take my hats off to everybody. Yeah, I'm wearing multiple hats right now. I realized what I just said. Um,
I'm wearing my Pimpin' Inferno hat, just in case y'all are wondering.
yeah, and I've definitely got to take my hat off to Inferno. He's been an awesome, I guess, business, not really business partner. Just organizing all this, getting in touch with the people from BronyCon, and I'm just absolutely elated inside. I've wanted to go to BronyCon ever since I heard that that was a thing, and the fact that I had to miss BronyCon last year was devastating to me, and so I'm absolutely ecstatic right now. Even if we don't get it, just this little time period where there's a possibility is just it's kind of brought some light to my life. It's been awesome. Um, well, this video can't be all sparkles and sunshine. There is a little bit of a serious business matter that we need to discuss with you guys. As you know, we are a nonprofit organization. We are mainly about arts activism and spreading the word and sharing art that a lot of people throw out on the internet, and we want to get the word out there. The problem is we are broke college students. Uh,
Indeed.
uh, Harmonic, I believe he told me he's unemployed.
Yeah, I'm working, as y'all know, I work on two blogs, one being the Young Spark blog and one being my own personal blog, ASMTB. And right now, I was originally getting to the point where I was starting to make a little bit of money based off of just viewer content, viewer donations, and ad space, and then all of a sudden I got kind of ripped from it when Google decided to change all of its funding basis. So I've had to literally go from making like $100 a month to pretty much nothing, and I'm having to redo all of that over again.
Yeah, so Harmonic has kind of gotten screwed in terms of income, and I mean, I have a part-time job, but we're both full-time students,
Yeah,
and
22 hours. Whoop whoop.
yeah, and uh, I do have a part-time job, but after I pay my phone bill and my car insurance and pay for gas, I make roughly negative $3 a month. Uh, and so with the advent of BronyCon and just in general, uh, we've decided that it would be a necessary action to kind of not necessarily panhandle or beg, but just to kind of throw it out there that, we love you guys, so we need money. um,
That's my
and
way of putting it.
and okay, let me make this a little more professional so I don't sound like a blubbering idiot. Um, uh, okay, as you know, nothing in this world is free. And we've been looking at getting graphic designers to help improve the look of Young Spark.
Yep.
We want to eventually have a Young Spark website that's not just a blog spot, like an actual website where we can post art and
Mm-hmm.
kind of spread the link around the interwebs to people. And all that costs money, And so I know how awesome you guys are. And like I said, I'm not going to say, oh, you have to donate money. But if you are at all compelled to want to kind of support us, then we will be accepting donations. And I think Harmonic has set up a PayPal account.
Yeah, I have the PayPal account for the blogs, and I think I know of a way to edit the little donate button so that you can add a description and just say Young Spark, and then I'll separate the funds out through my bank account.
Yeah, and so, like I said, we know how awesome you guys are, and we know how, you've provided this outlet for us. And so, you know, being a nonprofit organization that needs funding on negative income, if you guys want us to be able to do stuff on a consistent basis in a timely manner, you know, it's going to require a little bit of input. And so, if you just ever get a fleeting desire, it can be 1 cent and it could be as much as you possibly want to. And every single donation that we get, we will be completely elated about. We love you guys and we know that, you know, you have to work hard for your money. And so if you decide not to donate, that's perfectly fine. We don't require donations. We don't require a membership fee or anything like that because we are about the arts.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, we do live in the real world. Things cost money. And so I don't want to sound like I'm, you know,
We don't want to sound like charity cases.
yeah, we're not trying to demand money, but we're saying if you do at all feel compelled to help us out a little bit, go right ahead, hit that donate button, and we will just be absolutely elated. And
Yes,
and thank you for every single cent you send our way.
and
And
we'll find a way to give you shout outs on the blog and whatnot. We'll figure out something at some point.
oh, definitely. And obviously, if you donate money, we will be able to put it back into Young Spark so that we can start doing more stuff, holding contests,
Yep.
or
Also getting some professionals, because I have through the ASMTB I have a lot of contacts in the professional world who have been willing to after the whole Brony's Young Sparks post I put on my blog. I've gotten requests from about 20 or 30 organizations that want to help us out, but the problem is they're wanting money for their help.
exactly. And so, if we get donations, we can put it back into the organization and we can help spread arts activism and we can help spread the word about Young Spark Bronies and just all of the fantastic fan art that you guys are producing and finding on the internet. And at the end of the day, our number one concern is you guys. We want to make you happy. We want to spread the word about everything awesome in your life that you want to share with us. And we want to make this just a fantastic place for people to gather. And so, every single cent that's donated by a Young Spark member is going to go back into Young Spark in some way or another. Be that getting us to BronyCon or, website design, logo design, one of those organizations that Harmonic mentioned. And, you know, we will tell you, if money from donations was used for a certain thing. That way you know exactly where your money's going. That way it's not looking like we're taking this money and pocketing it. That's not what we're about. We are about putting back into the organization because we want to see this go far, far further than it's already come in the very short amount of time.
You literally take it as far as we can take it and then some.
Exactly. If this is as far as it's going to go, that's fine, and we will put as much effort into making our fan base happy if we had one fan or if we had 1 million fans. Because like I feel like I'm a gushing idiot because I keep talking about how awesome you guys are, but it's really overwhelming and humbling to me how involved you guys are in this community. And
Literally just going and going and going. Because I've been watching y'all on Twitter, whether you've realized it or not. How we've literally, I mean, like seriously, back when I first joined, we had this contest to get me over 1,000 followers. It's like it was a group of about 10 or 20 of y'all who literally went. I had joined like 300 followers in the matter of like an hour.
yeah, like when you guys set your mind to something, it it gets done. And that's the awesome part about this community
Hmm.
is that we know you guys are reliable. We know you guys are hard workers and you're passionate about what you do. And just kind of as a footnote, this will be the only mention of donate to us that you will hear. We're not going to make this a regular thing. I'm not going to say at the end of every one of my videos, remember to donate or whatever. You know, this is the only mention of donations unless we have a specific project that's going to require a lot of monetary input. And then we might bring up, we want to do this contest or we want to go to this con and spread the Young Spark word. We need money. But in terms of just general day-to-day life, we're not going to harp on donations because that's not what we're about. So don't think that we're going to turn into a give me money kind of thing because I know personally from personal experience how, I've watched YouTubers in the past who will start out and they won't be doing it for money, and then somebody will give them a donation, and at the end of every video, they're like, don't forget to donate, or, please donate, or da 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 da. And that's not what we're about. We're about you guys. So, final statement, we love you all. We want to do great things for you, but that's going to require some input on your part and our part. So, any money that you feel led to donate, we will be absolutely elated to receive it, and we will definitely put it to good work, spreading the word of Young Spark and getting art activism out there. Anything
Yep.
you want to add on?
Not really, unless you want to go ahead and mention the updated application.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that. Uh, in our last video, we showed you kind of a walkthrough of the application process and the actual application that was kind of our rough draft. And
We have that for download if you want to fill it out by hand or whatever.
yes, if you want to go through that application process, we have the actual hard copy of the file still saved on both of our computers. So email either one of us if you want to go that route. But
Yep.
also, Harmonic Inferno, this guy is a freaking genius. I love this guy.
Been around the business a little too long.
He went on and found out how to make kind of like a survey on Google Drive. So I'll let him take it away and kind of explain to you how that works.
Okay. You want to go ahead and pull up the thing online, or
Uh,
you want me to just keep going without it?
I can pull it up real quick. I'm on our
Okay.
Google Drive page right now. Let me get this
Okay.
Skype thing out of the way. All right.
Sure. Well, basically, what happened was, after I was talking to some of the people from the Skype call about wanting to do the form with a hard copy. Some of them had brought up to me that they can't either. They don't have any kind of word processing program, or they don't have a way to print off PDFs. So I was sitting there thinking that we needed another way of doing this, and I remembered how when I was working with Researching is Magic, how they use Google Docs in order to do sort of interactive stuff, and I found a way to make an interactive form. So if Pokeboss has it up for us, I'll go ahead and start explaining how the pages work.
Yeah, I've got the Young Spark Google Drive pulled up. I can pull up the application form if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead and pull up application and start up on page one.
Yeah. All right. I got it pulled
All right.
up.
All right. So basically, as you see, it's just an application starting off with your birth name, your rough age, as long time you've been a brony, phone number if you want to give us your phone number, which would be only for in case of emergency contacting. And in location, as mentioned before, we at least need a state. If you'd be kind enough to let us know what city you're in, that would be wonderful. Because like he was saying in the last video, we're wanting to kind of go the route of going to cons and keep working Young Spark as a way with the community, primarily with bronies, but with anybody who's willing to share the whole concept of arts activism. So we're wanting to figure out what areas people are mainly huddled around so we can go with bronies and kind of just keep working that route. And also, I don't know if you have this pulled up yet or not, but I decided to add in a new or returning member tab.
Yeah, I'm hovering over it right now.
Okay, so that's in case you ever want to tell us you're a new member if you're a returning member, and then go on to page two. As with the second bracket in the old doc, it's basically what department you want to be under. We have print, which is stories and fanfic. We have two departments in music, one being original content, kind of like Mando Pony for an example, or go with music like DJs and remixing. Or you can check both if you want to be just in music in general. That's fine. We have art. We have drawing and sketching, which is more or less physically drawing stuff. And then art is digital design would be more towards the lines of helping us design like backgrounds for Blogger while we're on Blogger, or help designing the backgrounds and the logos for later on down the road. Video we have split up into three departments, one being animation for those who want to get into experimenting with animation. We have a department for news and reviews because some people were suggesting we should start getting our own department, kind of like Equestria Daily. So we were offering that to the table. We have a department for videos, for PMVs, for anybody who wants to make a PMV. We're opening up a research and recruitment department for anybody who wants to help us keep spreading the whole department of Young Spark, because we never have too many people helping. We have decided to open up a social marketing department, which is basically if you want to become an admin on the Twitter page, the Facebook page. If you want to become right now the blog master, is I'm putting it under either research under social marketing, or if you wanted to put it under as a webmaster, I'll accept it as either way as long as you specify an other. Technical support would be for in case we have something going on with Skype for a Skype call, or if somebody needs help figuring out what's the difference between VGA and HDMI, as I have been famously quoted with my parents. And then other is if there's something that we didn't list and you want to say it, then you can add that in and write it in with other as well. All right, now heading on to page three, social medias and method of contacts. This is basically where, we want to know what's the best way to get a hold of you. So first off is social media sites that you personally like using best. Facebook, Twitter, DA, Google Plus, Blogger, or if we forgot something, you can list it. Because, there's always one MySpace person out there. Yeah, I know. That might be showing my age, too. But second one is the social media sites did you hear about us from? So if you heard about us through any of the social medias listed here, I guess I need to add YouTube for this list too. I'll add that in later. So you'll see another tab here with YouTube. And then, as before, if there's something else, then write other. So if you heard it from a friend, then write that person's name in the other, please, so we know who to thank. And finally, we have the list methods for other ways to get a contact of you. So what we like to do is we like to make sure that all of our community is together on some projects. So, and if we wanted a way to get a hold of you, if you have a Skype, we'd like to enter your Skype name down here at the bottom so we can add you into the mass Skype call that we usually keep going on all the time.
Yeah, you've seen the notifications that I've been getting all video. It's because we've got just this great group of guys that, and girls too. I use guys as a general term, but we just have a great group of people who are just always constantly chattering about on Skype, and it's fantastic because there's just so much activity.
Yeah, there's always something going on behind the scenes or whatever. We also, like we said before, we used to have a kick at one point, and we're willing to open it back up to a huge Young Spark kick call group. If people like getting group text messaging, because I remember there's some kind of messenger. I remember with my old phone there was a messenger where you could do group text messaging, and it would literally isolate everything as its own little IM sort of thing. And of course, other if you want us to message you, keep you on Facebook, etc. And then heading down to page 4, the wonderful signing of the souls, as I have been joking about it.
Yeah, and I don't think we have to go back into the meat of it. If you really want to know what it's all about, go and watch our last video. I kind of go off on a soapbox tangent about what it's really getting into, but it's fairly straightforward. And so basically, just go ahead and give us your digital signature and any OC identities that you associate with yourself.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a pretty picture of Alicorn Youngspark.
You might be getting phased out if we can get the artist
Oh
to.
yeah, that's something else too. We need. I've been talking to a couple of the graphic artists that I talked to, outside in on my blog, and also some of the ones I've been meeting off through on the Brony fandom, and they've been giving me some ideas for an entire new logo for Young Spark by getting a new word logo, like was seen on page 1, or getting a whole new just our own logo altogether. And I've been getting some ideas, and we're considering changing it, but we're going to need some help.
And obviously, again, that's where you guys come in because you guys are awesome. You got
Mm-hmm.
and you're extremely talented artists, and we know that if you guys put your heads together, you'll come up with something that's just going to blow us away.
Yep.
So, at the risk of running a whole half-hour video gushing about different things, I think we're going to go ahead and bring this video to a close. Uh, and there will be more videos in the future. I've been kind of lax about my involvement, and I'll go into that at a later date. That's a whole different cow for a whole different day to slaughter. Uh,
Mmm, delicious.
and we'll really get into the meat of that on another, and that'll be one of my own videos, so that it's not all hectic and everything. Um, but we're gonna be getting really into this because we want to get to BronyCon and any other cons that we can make it to. We are focusing our attention on Young Spark.
Mm-hmm, definitely. And
And
also, we'll have more announcements on BronyCon whenever we get them. So hopefully, I don't know when this is going to be uploaded, but as of right now, it's on a Wednesday. So hopefully by this Friday we'll have I will personally have an announcement, and I haven't decided how I'm gonna go about announcing if I got it or not. If I'm what I might end up doing is just let BronyCon doing it until I can go ahead and get I have been designing this poster for just general purposes that I want to use for later on. What I'm thinking about doing is going ahead and just finishing it up and then using that as the promotion for being at BronyCon, but we'll have to wait and see. But I'll let y'all know sometime within February, possibly even on my birthday if we're lucky enough.
yeah, which would be fantastic. And this video and the last video are obviously being uploaded to the Young Spark YouTube. Um, And I'm going to upload my own video kind of going into reasons that we want to get to BronyCon, and I'll let Harmonic go about his announcements and his kind of legalistic stuff in his own way.
My Inferno Madness,
Yeah,
as Travis called it.
his Inferno Madness, because I just don't think that it could handle the awesomeness from Inferno Madness as well as the awesomeness from Pokeboss Madness, if you want to call it that.
Yeah,
But
him. You need to watch him EV train stuff, man.
oh,
It
dude.
drives me off the wall.
But yeah, all right. This video is running a little long, and we're sorry for that. Bear with us. We're just really excited. There's so much going on right now.
Yeah.
So, so yeah. Thank you guys once again from the bottom of our hearts. We love each and every one of you, and just stay awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, this is your boy Pokeboss Pony
And your man, the DJ Harmonic Inferno. Whoa.
signing off. See you later, guys.
Adios.